Hi, Derek Hickson, along with the Clean Slate Network, back to talk to you about some very important issues. In this video, we're going to talk about LM2s. The LM2s are the financial reports that are required for unions. It was part of the Landrum-Griffith Act that was passed in the 50s, and unions are required. It's their basic minimum requirement for financials. There are LM2s, 3s, and 4s, and it's different levels of income or the amount of members and money that passes through, So for us, it's an LM2, all right? These reports are public. I am going to put links on the website so you can download these items and look at it yourself. I'll also tell you how to get there. Just remember this number, 036960. When you search, you can go to Google LM2 and the Department of Labor website comes up and you put that number in and search, it'll bring up 399 Teamsters Motion Picture Division. You click on that and it'll give you can go all the way back to 2001 for these LM2 reports. But for right now, we're going to focus on the last 5 years. This will be 19, will be the 6th year. It's not out yet, obviously. So I'm going to step out once again and let you look at the numbers here, and I'll just tell you what we're talking about. So we have the salaries of the administration. That's what the LM2 covers. So if you look at Steve Day, Secretary Treasurer, his salary in 2014 was $241,000. 2018 was $260,000. That's an increase of 7.77% over 4 years, which is not that big a deal, but that's the lowest one. So $1.2 million. At the end of this year, Steve will have collected $1.5 million in salary from your money, your union dues that you submit. And his job is to work for you, and his job is to support you. If you look down next, there's Ed Duffy, VP. His salary's gone up 15.65%. Kenny Farnell you can't really talk about because he was a BA first. Was a trustee, then a BA. And then, so his numbers are skewed too far to even to put into this. Rose Falcone, our recording secretary, over the last 5 years, gone up 12%. Ernie Barraza, Lindsay Doherty, Chris Sell, and Josh Staley, whole nother story. But let's focus on now. These guys are, the first 4 on the left-hand column there are officers of the union. The 4 on the right-hand column of that first page are all BAs. And that's very important to understand because the officers of the union are elected. The BAs in the union are hired and fired at the discretion of the Secretary-Treasurer. They are also paid an amount at the discretion of the Secretary-Treasurer. The way it's supposed to be is their salaries are supposed to rise with our salaries. So when we negotiate a contract, if we get 2% raises, they get 2% raises. If we get a 3% raise, they get a 3% raise. But you can clearly see by the arrows and the numbers in red next to their salaries how much they've gone up every year. Let's go back to the BAs on the right side of that first page. Ernie Barraza. His salary has gone up 21.12% in 2 years as a BA. Ernie was brought in to organize Star Wagons. Still waiting for that to happen. Lindsay Doherty. Her salary has gone up 25.18% in 4 years. Chris Sell has gone up 14.3% in 4 years, and Josh Staley is 16% in 4 years. The equivalent to our contracts, if we would get 3% every year in the last 4 years, it would be 12.75% with compounded. But we're not getting that because we're getting the 2.5% raise, and the extra 0.5% is being put towards our IAP fund to kind of bolster the IAP fund. Because guess what? Because the trust fund is falling into crisis mode and it's about to go insolvent and nobody's doing a damn thing about it. That's why we're running for office. That's why we're here. You've seen those videos, and I don't have to tell you that we should not be putting money to bolster a system that should be well funded and well taken care of, but it is not. Here's where things start to get a little crazy. Let's go to page 2 and let's look at Greg Carson. He is an office manager bookkeeper. His salary has gone up 25.64% in 4 years. Dan Canamar is a dispatcher. His salary has gone up 30.9% in 4 years. Demetria Dickerson, dispatcher. Her salary has gone up 40.51% in 4 years. Vanessa Latre, she's a dispatcher. Her salary has gone up 32.8% in 4 years. And Amy Gorton is listed as a communications admin assistant. Her salary has risen 253.57% since 2014. She came in at a salary of $43,000. Last year in 2018, she made $109,000 for reposting things on Facebook and Instagram.